So I just stumbled across this multi-tool right here, and this is one I've been looking to buy for a very long time. Now, this is the Walther GMT150, I believe it's called. And this right here, amazingly, is about the same size as the PowerPint and the Power Leader. So this comes in just around that, I think it's 3.7 inches or about 3.5 inches when it's closed. And this comes in at about 2.7 ounces or 66 grams. So a very small, very light multi-tool right here. And we will see it's got an interesting tool set. So one of the first things we notice about this is that it does have a little bit more abrupt plier head on the end. It's almost a little bit like a blunt nose plier head, I guess you could say, for a small multi-tool. And then it's got the wire cutters, of course, at the end as well. And this will be a very small set of pliers. Even compared to the PowerPint, it will be more like the Leatherman Squirt, I guess it would be. A little bit more like that, or the Gerber Dime. But they will be a little thicker than some of the small tools as well. And then all the other tools are on the outside. So let's go ahead and start exploring them, and they are very different as well. So we've got a knife which seems fairly sharp. I believe they say it is 440 stainless steel. And then we have got this tool right here, which is like a micro screwdriver on the end. And then we've got a bottle cap lifter as well. Then we have a diameter gauge. Now, I'm not sure why we need a diameter gauge, but I think it will make more sense in a little bit. So we have that as well. And then we have a hook of sorts. And then we have the wire stripper. And then we have the serrated blade and then a file. And then we've got the medium and the coarse file. So a very unique tool set. Now, why I say this will make a little bit more sense, I guess there are some roller markings on this hook as well. But why I say it will make a little bit more sense is because I think the GMT stands for gun maintenance tool. Now, this is probably the smallest plier-based gun maintenance tool I have ever seen. Again, it makes sense because it's got the Walther name, and also they must have made it in connection with this Umarex, which I think may have some connection with airsoft guns and other things as well. But anyway, so what we have right here are, again, the tools listed. And so we have the needle nose pliers, we have the regular pliers, the wire cutters, then they call this a hook on number 4 there at the end, just the hook. We have the cutting hook for number 5. So I don't know that I would necessarily consider that. I would consider that more of a wire stripper, to be honest, this right here. Maybe that's what they mean. But anyway, they call that the cutting hook. And then there's the wood and metal file. We've got the diameter gauge, the 90-degree angle for whatever reason that is. Let's see where that, oh, that's on the end of this right here, I guess. Right here. It's a little different. And then we have the serrated blade. We've got the bottle opener, small screwdriver, and the plain blade. So those are the functions of this tool. So I feel like this is a very unique tool. I really like its small size to some extent. I do wish the pliers were larger, definitely, but it is a very cool tool set. Now, one of the unfortunate things is this is basically not available. So I saw a couple of these for sale on eBay for $37 each. I bought them up really quick. Well, just one, and perhaps there might be one left. I'm not sure, but I don't think I'll even put a link to eBay because they'll probably be gone. So, But I do think these are available much more so in Australia. So we have several friends who follow the channel from Australia. So I would appreciate if they would chime in, perhaps let us know if these are available over there. These seem like a decent tool, a little bit better than some of the cheap knockoff brands. Definitely, probably not the quality of Leatherman, perhaps more like Gerber quality. So keep that in mind. So this is the packaging on the box. It is a little bit hard to see right here, but we do have, anyway, it does say 440C for the blade steel right there, for the blade finish, easy open and so forth. Then it just goes over more, essentially the same features we've already talked about. But anyway, that is the packaging right there. Now, interestingly enough, there is more of a Leatherman wave size version of this tool, and I believe it has been available on Amazon, but I think it's $70 to $80. And I have heard pretty bad things about it, how that it breaks very easily. So not a huge fan of it. I'll probably keep an eye out if I find a good sale on it. Perhaps I'll buy it and review it as well. But just want to let you know this is another option in this basically PowerPint size market. So just recently, we had reviewed the Roxxon M1, which definitely is a better tool than this for general use, but we reviewed that. And now I think it's ironic that I was able to find another one in the same size. So perhaps in the future, we will see several more multi-tools in the same size, which actually, I'm really glad to see sort of a more pocketable tool set. Let me know your thoughts. Is this worth the money? Or do you think this is a waste of space and time?